And hello everyone, welcome back to FPL in the Trenches, Frontline Prediction League in the Trenches, Frontline League on X, Frontline Prediction League with underscores between the words over on Instagram, and of course this YouTube channel, Frontline Prediction League. Like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I am your co-host Scott. Joining me as always is BeerMe. BeerMe, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Scott. I'm a little tired, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Exactly the same. This is delayed. It's 10 o'clock Friday night. We delayed from last night, and things are a bit slow. Computer issues. Not even issues, more just like, it's slow.
Yeah.
I need to upgrade, and I do. I've been saying that for a while, and I'm like literally kind of doing some shopping around to find something, so matter of time. But in the meantime, it is still serving us for what we need, so we're good to go here. We do have a show this weekend, BeerMe. It is on Sunday, so that's why Friday can work for this. But it is Sunday for Battleground. It's a house show, so you don't need to be there, but it looks like a fun one. We'll be there live in the voice chat. At least I'll be there. I know that. Sunday I'll be able to be there. But it is Sunday, June 9th, 8 Eastern, 7 o'clock pre-show, 6 o'clock deadline. If it's one of those half-hour pre-shows, keep that in mind. There you go. But it's Sunday. Sunday. It's a rare Sunday WWE-based show for NXT Battleground. So, we have a card to run down. We have matches to announce. And we've got stuff for Clash as well, including the Olympic Challenge draw. We've got the names that are in it. We'll find out what the teams will be. But let's go through Battleground first. So, we have the main event. Captain Krulix Blackwell facing Pushino as he defends the FPL European Grand Prix Championship. I think we are both saying Krulix retains this one, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
Now, this title will be defended at Clash next weekend. That is FPL 100. And the main reason there is it's in Europe and it's Show 100 with all 5 titles being defended. So this is the last title to see. It's either going to be Krulix or Pushino going into Show 100 to defend against Daisy Knoll. So we'll get to that one as we go. We've got a non-title match, though. It is Cam Popplestone facing Daisy Knoll. It is the Canadian champ with a bit of a tune-up before his defense, but also Daisy with a tune-up before her challenge. And I say that, I might be mistaken. It's not actually Daisy as I say all this. I think it's Daisy. Yeah. I think we're both leaning towards Cam on this one, but Daisy's hard to deny. Who have you got for that match?
Daisy. Even though I should pick Cam, because I bet against Cam a lot, and he just keeps winning.
You said that last time. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually going to go with Cam.
Same. I'm picking Cam. Dion Blade is facing Redhead 12, my girl. This is a bit of a carryover from when I beat Dion. Red was busy challenging for the world title around that same time frame. So now Dion versus Red. High stakes for Dion. Guy's a house show, but you know what I mean still. For bragging rights in the matter of storylines. I'm picking my girl Red. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to pick Red as well. All
right. How about this? The Wolfpack, 3-man team of Hunter Williams, Eli, and 3J Platinum versus Chilltown, Ralantando, and Hero Shin Moses, the former tag champs, and Static, former European champion. Not to be outdone, Hunter, a former champ as well. Who have you got on that? Wolfpack or Chilltown and Static? Static Town or Chill Static, I think we were calling it.
Right. Wolfpack.
Yeah, Wolfpack. I think I'm going with Chilltown on that one. It's hard to bet against Ralantando and Hero and Static, so that's tough.
Right.
A bunch of question marks are there, so let's fill that in. Let's scroll back to get our graphic. Here we go. We have a bunch to announce. Let me scroll that up. There we go. And boom. Here we are. Bear me. I've got 3 matches to announce here for Battleground. What do you have?
3. Yep.
Well, I'll go first. Actually, I'm going to mention 2 of mine at once because it's funnier this way. I have Broken Nerd's match, and I have Bastion's match. Because it's your FBU partners.
Mm-hmm.
Broken Nerd faces Atlas Kiyama, and Bastion faces Jace of Blades. As you're aware, Atlas and Jace is Black Cross Light, the challengers for Nerd and Bastion at Clash. So that's why I lumped that together, tune that one up. I like the idea of an upset on this. It is NXT. It is like 5 matches. Anything can happen. They are very hard to predict, especially this one with Jordan Grace and Ethan Page and whatnot. It's a wild one. But I don't bet against Nerd or Bastion often, and I'm not going to here. I know you're biased, but true confidence here. Like, it's a tough one, but your guys are good, right? You're confident on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is gonna be tough, but yeah. I'm confident.
Okay. What have you got to announce?
Since you did two, I'll do two.
Sure.
Okay, I got a big one. It's gonna be Chappers, Halcyon, James Blake, and RGX. Oh, RGX and Bane the Bissa are all gonna be teaming. We're gonna be taking on Jonathan C.T. Martin, Luke Gray, Ray Russell, Alexander McKennedy, and Kai Her in a Battleground elimination hardcore match.
It's a huge match. There's a lot of world champions in there, American champions, every kind of champion former in that match. Ooh, it's hard to bet against Blake's team, even knowing who the others are. It's real hard to bet against Blake's team when you look at that.
Yeah, I was gonna say this. I was gonna say the same thing. I'm just gonna randomly pick Blake's team. So yeah.
What's the other team?
List
them again. List them again. So we got it. It's a team of 5. So it's James Blake, the current FPL world champion.
James Blake, RGX,
the general manager, Blaine DeBissa, who came back and went after CT.
Halcyon,
who challenged for the world title, and Chappers, who had the world title. That's a strong team. Versus
Jonathan C.T. Martin,
former world
Luke
champ,
Gray,
contender, up and down.
Ray Russell,
your challenger for the American title.
Yeah. Alexander McKennedy.
Damn close, the 2-time American champ.
And Kai Her.
Former American champ, who you took the title from. God.
Stacked.
I kind of like that team. Only because normally the world champ doesn't win these kind of matches, but Blake is literally the one, he and Costner, the two, who bucked that trend. I'm picking CT, Team Reaction, I guess, because it's those two guys, mostly. I think of the first two names, but I'm picking that team, the not James Blake team, and you got the yes James Blake team.
Yep.
I like that one. That's interesting. That's a good one.
And I have your match, Scott. You'll be taking on Detrick Cyrus.
That's on the list. That point behind me, it's on the list. I'm sad that it looks like I got to take Mod Step off the list because he's not here. It's the one that got away. But yeah.
I mean, you can replay. Hey, I mean, somebody made your list in the chat the other day, and you can put another name at the bottom.
There's always room for more. Yes, there is. That list is people that I've never beaten in the FPL. It started off with people I've beaten in the JRPL, but I hadn't beaten here. That's what it's kind of started. I've never beaten Goose ever. Like that's, yeah. So there's levels on that, and Jim's obviously. So yeah, so we got to get there. But Detrick, let's go. Let's do this. I'm excited. We'll see what happens there. That should be interesting. Here's my match to announce as well. I've got a number 1 contenders match for the FPL European Grand Prix Championship. So the winner of this match will face the winner. Think of this. At Battleground, Captain Krulix Blackville defends the Euro title against Pushino. The winner of that goes to Clash to defend it against Daisy Noel. The winner of that goes on to Heatwave in July to defend it against the winner of this match, also at Battleground, El Cid versus the Arbiter. I'm picking Arbiter.
Yeah.
I think it's his time to get that. Now, I don't know if he's going to take it off of Daisy or Krulex or Pushino, but I think Arbiter's at least going to beat El Cid. El Cid's good. That means that's why he's here in the contendership, but I think Arbiter's going to make that run.
I agree.
So, yeah.
Oh, and
you got one more for Battleground, I think, then?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have Cesar Bianco.
Number 1 contender for the world title at Show 100.
We'll be taking on CJ Hawk.
Former champ. That's a big one. Former 2-time champ, if I remember correctly. We've had 14 title reigns with the world title. I kind of forget who's multi-time, aside from Blake being a 3-time. and Bash being a 2-time, but one of them's like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm picking Caesar.
I'm gonna go-
I think that
yeah, I was
momentum
gonna-
that momentum's there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think Hawk is on a rough patch. I think Hawk is going to be on a rough patch, and he's going to turn around hard, and he's not going to let anybody stand in his way. So, but I think he's not quite through that point yet. But that said, he could easily win this one and beat the man who might beat the world champ. The bragging rights that puts you. It's a house show. Truly, it doesn't put anything in line, but it has the conversation going. Well, can he do it on a main show? And then we see what happens. So. Yep, I like it. Well, let's move over to Clash at the Castle. I do not have this graphic made yet. It is here, though, as you can see. It has been made, but I haven't gotten it into my system yet, so I got to work on that. But it is Saturday, June 15th, 2 p.m. Eastern, meaning 1 p.m. pre-show and a noon deadline. As of right now, it might be a longer pre-show. I don't know, but that's what we're looking at right now. It is Clash at the Castle, Scotland. We're not going to go through this specifically because we got next week to do it. We already got a lot to talk about here, but world title, as I just mentioned, Blake and Bianco. Canadian title, Cam and Danny. The tag titles, Kings versus BCL. American title, BeerMe versus Rate. Stipulation to be announced. I can tell you for a fact, I do not have it yet because we haven't figured out the name for it yet. That's coming, so it'll come. European title, as mentioned, the Challenger versus Daisy Knoll. Then there's also Ash versus Detrick Cyrus, Alexander McKennedy versus RGX in a Battle of Scotsmen. The Olympic Challenge, round 1, we'll have those teams momentarily. Enigma versus me, and then a bunch of question marks. So let's announce a couple of these matches. Let's go in. I think I have 2.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I have 1, but then we split 1.
We split 1. We have half a team. So let's go through our matches. We'll do that split team, and then we'll draw the names. So,
all right.
Here's the first one. It's very big. So Chilltown, former tag champions Relantando and Hiroshi Moses, versus The Reaction, Jonathan C.T. Martin and Luke Gray, versus The Call of the Mountains, Sheriff Dog and Mark Harper. That is a triple threat match to determine the next number 1 contenders for the FPL Continental Tag Team Championship.
Pretty good.
Now, like I said, all these matches, we had a double or nothing, and all these tag matches that were going on the last little bit. Here we go. That's where we're coming up on. With Backlash, I think it was, and Dynasty and everything, all these tag matches to really flesh things out. Now we need a winner. Kind of an informal tournament because the clear winners of that one went into this triple threat, and now here we are. But Chilltown gets either a shot again, and I think they're the odds-on favorite, no offense to the others, but they did beat a couple of FBU members after the Kings won, so that's not bad for that claimant.
Tied.
Didn't lose then. Let me rephrase that. I'm all about wins and losses. There you go. But still, they did very good. They tied, obviously, so there you go. The Reaction, craving that tag title. CT's been hunting that with multiple partners for a while, and Call of the Mountains have been knocking on that door. They've been calling for their shot. Get it? We'll talk more about it again. We'll talk more about it last week, but gut feeling, who do you like? Chilltown, Reaction, or Call?
Call them out.
You like the Call a lot. I figured they were going to go with that.
Call.
I think
The
Chilltown's
Call's
the
gonna make
favorite.
the call.
I want Reaction to win that. I've picked against them the whole time, but where it matters, I think they're going to win that. Doesn't mean they win the tag titles. That's a different conversation for when that match happens, probably around SummerSlam, maybe Money in the Bank, but that's where we're looking. So there we go. What else have you got to announce for Clash, though, Beer?
I got Matt Zion and Rab. We'll be taking on the Strays, Michael Marsh and Supreme Rock, and the Wolfpack, Hunter Williams, 3J Platinum, and the Blissful Enigmas, Junction and X. It's a fatal 4-way tag.
Ooh. Speaking of tags, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't bet against Matt and Rab, especially on a 5-match card. I don't do it. When Drew versus Priest is the number 1 and he might just put Priest for 8 and guarantee a win because Punk costs him or something. Done. Matt wins. So I'm not betting against Matt and Rab on that. I say 8 out of 5 match. It'd be 5, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We got another match with the world title for Cody and AJ and an I Quit. So do you really think Cody's saying I quit? Top lock that. There you go. Yeah.
I want to go with the Enigmas. The
Matt.
blissful Enigmas.
Yeah. No, Matt and Reb.
Matt and Reb.
Here's a match. It is FPL Show 100, so you never know what could happen. It is the GMSG going one-on-one with the Midnight Rider.
Oh, wow.
Remember that name?
Mm-hmm.
Coming clawing back to maybe hang someone. I don't know. It's going to be midnight somewhere, so... Yes, the Midnight Rider is returning for FPL 100. And like you've seen, the Enigmas are returning. So there's a lot happening in FPL 100. So GMSG versus Midnight Rider. Oh, it's close to my heart. I want Lee to win. He probably won't. It's the GMSG. But I want him to win so bad. He's beaten him before. He can do it. So.
Right. That's true.
Who you got?
I
I wonder.
It's tough. I'm gonna go with the GMSG though.
I figured. Pull your arm, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, BeerMe, let's list this match. We got a 5 versus 5 War Games match happening at Clash. Mm-hmm. The FPL Originals is the team that I have. I will list that team now. It is former world champion Chappers, former American champion and tag champion Red, former American champion Kyer, contender Kurt Cult, and first ever Royal Rumble winner Payne. Will team in a War Games against the FPL Newbies, who is the team that you have. Who are they, Beer?
Yep.
Because I forget.
I got Static,
former European champion.
The loser of Krulex and Pacino.
So a former European champion, either way, yeah. Or contender.
Dion Blade.
Former tag champ.
The Goose. I'm about to say the Goat.
Person I can't meet. The Goat. The Goose Goat.
Yeah, the Goose Goat. And Jackson Myrtle.
Ooh, RGX got his hands in that one. I mean, my girl Red's on that over on the original side. I kind of lean that way, but the Goose.
The Goose. Yeah. You gotta go with the Goose.
Yeah, I figured you're picking that one, so we're split on that too.
Yeah.
I figured. Well, this is for Clash at the Castle. The next one is Battleground, though. Let me scroll back up there. Battleground is the key. Battleground is the main one we're talking about here. Please put your picks in. The page is up right now. You see it on your screen. You can go through to our Discord and put those picks in as we're speaking. That page is available for you. The deadline is, again, 6 p.m. Sunday. But let's keep going. Actually, it's 4:30, so it might be an hour and a half pre-show. It's an hour before the pre-show starts, whenever that is. If you put your picks in on Saturday, you're fine. So just keep that in mind. Let's go to the wheel, though, BeerMe. We have a wheel to determine the teams for this weekend. So let me get the screen. And hold on, it's not the weekend. I'm silly. It's for Clash. But we're still doing it right now because we got it built to that. So yeah, Clash. Here we go. Round 1. So again, to reiterate, it's an 8-4-1. We're going to make 2 teams right here, right now. Random draw of the 8 competitors representing a country each. Those 2 teams will face off at Clash at the Castle, Scotland on June 15th. The winning team will advance. The losing 4 are gone. Those winning 4 will then be split into 2 teams of 2. They will face each other. The losers of that one are gone. The winning team of 2 will then face off in a one-on-one match, and the winner of that will be our FPL Olympic champion.
All right.
So, it all depends on the team. It's luck of the draw. You might be on there with someone that drags you down, or you could elevate it up. It's the nature of it. It's a median. It's how it can go. Let's see what the heck happens. But first, I need to get the wheel on here, and I need to get my Excel on here because I'm going to put it all in a thing. And Excel. There we go. Okay. And the wheel doesn't fit, so we move it over this way. There's the challenge, team drop. Boom. Okay. So, who do you pick, BeerMe? Who do you think will be the captains? Because that's how we're going to do it. We're going to pick the captain of Team 1, and then we're going to pick the captain of Team 2, or Team A and B. So, if I pick Bane the Bissa, it's Team Bane. And then if it's Billy Grayson, it's Team Billy. And then it's Bane's first member, then it's Billy's first member. And then it's the second. Okay, so we're not going to pick all of one team straight. We're going to alternate. So somebody's going to pick last. Somebody's dodgeball rule. Someone's going to pick last, but this is nature of how it goes. Who do you think?
The Arbiter.
You think Arbiter's going to be the first one picked? I'm
representing Japan.
I'm thinking Eli's going to be one of the captains because that makes me laugh so much for storyline.
Yeah.
I want it. So I'm clicking it, and I'm going to mute it before we go. And here we go. Who is up first? It is Memories of the USA leading the charge.
I like it.
So Memories is up first. And this is how I'm going to be tracking them here. Memories is done. And yes, it is removing the name as we go. So the other captain is... It's on the line. It's Halcyon. We almost had USA versus Canada, like the Stanley Cup with Edmonton versus Florida. I don't know which one, but it's Edmonton. It is Halcyon, though. Halcyon representing Finland.
Yeah.
Memories and Halcyon. Okay. So now we see who joins Memories on Team Memories. It is Eli, representing Ireland.
The number one pick.
So how do you see them getting along? Memories is really relatively silent and like kind of scary and creepy. And then Eli is Eli. That's like...
Yeah.
What was the team? Like RVD and Kane kind of thing? It's like, what?
Right, yeah.
So who joins Halcyon now? Who's out there with Halcyon? It is looking like the Arbiter.
Hey.
Okay, now that team, meanwhile, is a deadly combination. Halcyon and Arbiter?
Yeah. That's pretty good.
That's good. All right, so Memories, Eli, and if it's Woe, I'm going to laugh my ass off. It is not, because they were the shortest names, but it is not Woe. It is Mac and Cheese of Canada.
Mac and cheese.
I am biased. I like that. USA, Canada, and Ireland. That's not bad. I don't dislike that. It's a good combination.
Mm-hmm.
Who joins Halcyon and Arbiter on the dangerous team? Woe of Australia.
Whoa.
Which means my examples of Bane and Billy being captains are the last two.
Yep.
Kind of weird when it comes down to it. So Scotland and England are being split no matter what. And here we go to see how it goes. Is it Bane or is it Billy? Is it Bane or is it Billy? It's looking like it is Billy Grayson. From England, meaning, yes, I'll click it just for the sake of it. It does put Bane the Bissa of Scotland last, which is kind of wild considering we're going to Scotland for this match. Save the best for last? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So, Team Memories of USA is Memories, Eli, Mac and Cheese, and Billy Grayson. It is USA, Ireland, Canada, and England. Team Halcyon is Halcyon of Finland, the Arbiter from Japan, Woe from Australia, and Bane the Bissa from Scotland. So we got a little bit of an Atlantic, and then it's not it's like the it doesn't quite work. It's a bit of oceanic with Japan and Australia, but then you got Finland and Scotland over there. So it doesn't quite work. When you try to combine it. But there you go. We need a parts unknown wild card, but there you go. So, offhand, what combination do you see winning that one? You're thinking Arbiter, I bet, right?
Yeah, I like that team.
I like the Memories, Mac, Billy, Eli, Billy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm intrigued by that team. I kind of want to see where that can go. But Halcyon, Arbiter, Bane, that's deadly. Woe's a wild card. Don't get me wrong, Woe. No offense. You are a bit of a wild card, so I don't know what to predict on that, but that's probably for your benefit there with Halcyon, Arbiter, and Bane. So, yeah, there you go. That is the Olympic Challenge teams. We will post those, and you'll see those in our Discord. And again, all the stuff you've seen here, the pages with the matches, the promos, the picks page, You can go for character chat. You can see in-character stuff. RGX is doing a tour of Scotland as we speak, showing people around leading up to Clash next weekend for his character. It's awesome. It's really cool. Like I said, there was Dynamite stuff and Rampage stuff through the week for a live event. We'll be in there in voice chat on Sunday for Battleground. All that fun stuff there. I'll have a promo coming up in a day or so because I got time for that. But there's a lot of fun stuff in there. We are building up to show 100 of the FPL, which is a personal watermark for us because, quite frankly, the JRPL made it to 101, if I remember correctly. 100 was a big deal. We got 101, and I think that was it. And then there was another, I think, 9 or 8 or so. So, yes, there is something to surpassing the original amount. Yeah, I will freely admit that one. It's not a matter of, hey, we did it, we're done. No, there's no slowing down. We're good, we're happy. But it is a matter of, like, that longevity because that 100 was a milestone. This 100 is a milestone. We're very proud of it, so we're excited for that. And Forbidden Doors coming up, which is bonkers to follow all this stuff up with some crazy, crazy stuff we have coming up for that. So I'm super excited for that. But check all that stuff out. It is Frontline Prediction League on YouTube, Frontline League on X, Frontline Prediction League with underscores between the words on Instagram. And you can check out Top of the Card Pod on X. Top of the Card Podcast, or a podcast, you can listen to that there as well. We do have one recorded. It is going up probably Saturday. I almost said Sunday, but no, that's Battleground Day. I got to flip that. There's a lot of stuff on that one as well. We're coming up on 100 episodes of that. Also, it's wild and crazy to think of all that. So, yeah. BeerMe, anything else you want to say to the people here before we go?
Just good luck to everybody this weekend. Make sure to get your picks in, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks again, everybody. We will see you next week for the results of this one and the final preview for Clash, and then it's going to be like that for a goddamn 3 months with the Summer of Insanity. Stay tuned. Strap in. It's going to be a lot of fun. Until next time, have a good night.